So we've given this wax a chance to dry. We're going to dip it into this Chino Glaze. This bucket is getting, the Chino in this bucket is getting a little bit low, so we're going to prop this a little bit so that plate will go into it easily. I use this Chino Glaze really pretty thin, so I'm not after the same kind of Chino effect that other people are after. Mostly what I'm doing is using this Chino as a color to play against other glazes against, and just almost as a, in some cases, almost just as a background. These are some dipping tongs that were made out of welding a couple of tabs to pliers. So I'm just dipping it in and out, and then shaking off the excess glaze. Got the Chino Glaze on here, and now this is just me doing some brush decoration with these dinner plates. I like to, if I've got 10 or 12, or no, actually it'd be more like 16 or 20 dinner plates, I might do 5 or 6 different kind of brush decoration, brush strokes on them. So in this case, it's just something pretty quick and easy. This is a little bit of a smaller brush. So we've got the front decorated, and something I like to do is just some little thing that happens on the back of the plate, paid to the back. So this is just doing a quick little brush stroke. We've got this all nicely decorated, wax resist decorated. Something that I like to do with these plates, and some other pots too, but especially these dinner plates, is I like to put a blue slip on this rim. And even though this Chino Glaze is on very thin, it still is a glaze. And so we know you don't put a slip over a glaze. You'll just get that, will just cause lots and lots of headaches and bubbling and be more than likely unusable. So what I'm doing in this case is wiping the Chino Glaze off of the rim before I put the blue slip on this rim. So I've got the Chino Glaze off of the rim, and now this is, like I said, just that Cynthia Bringle slip, and I'm just going to give this a quick application. You can see right through here, there's a little bit of places where that slip beaded just a little bit on the wax resist, but that comes off nice and easily. And now we're really ready to dip this pot into the final glaze. So when I was at LSU, one of the things I was doing was salt firing, and then found myself in a situation where I didn't have access to a salt kiln, but I wanted to hold on to some of the things I liked about the salt firing, which mostly had to do with that sort of modulated surface. So that really just led me to wondering, in terms of firing gas reduction and using glazes, if I thinned those glazes down, like I said, I would get a glaze running thin to thick. So that's sort of what I've done. My approach has been with, I would say, all the pots. Try to get that glaze thickness to vary. This is the Alberta glaze. I'm going to sort of pick where I want the dipping tong marks to, if they're going to show up, where I maybe want them to show up, or really not show up, would be more obscure. In this case, all I'm doing is putting the plate in the pot, holding it for a second, and then really wanting that glaze, like I said, to shed away. So what we get from this kind of dipping is up here, this part of the pot has been in the glaze the least amount of time, down here of course the most, and then in the final glaze, what I really want, like I said, to have happen, you can sort of see it happening here, is how the glaze runs away from those places, and it'll go from thin here to thick here. And that's what I like, is to get that, that variation. With this wax